Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff. Behind you is everything you know. It's safe, it's comfortable, but it's small. In front of you is a thick mist. You can't see the bottom, can't see the path. Most people spend their entire lives standing on that edge, waiting for the perfect moment to jump. But here's the truth nobody tells you. The perfect moment is a lie. If you want to change your life, you have to be willing to fall. But you aren't falling down, you're falling forward. We are taught from the time we are toddlers that falling is bad. When you trip on the playground, people rush to pick you up. When you fail a test, it's a red mark on your record. When a business fails, it's a disaster. We've been programmed to fear the ground. But what if I told you that every great success story you've ever heard, every billionaire, every world-class athlete, every hero is actually just a story about someone who failed better than everyone else? Today, we're talking about the art of the forward fall. We're going to look at why your biggest embarrassments are actually your biggest assets, and how to stop playing small in a world that needs you to dream big. Have you ever heard someone tell you, make sure you have a backup plan? Sounds like good advice, right? It sounds responsible. Think about what a backup plan actually is. It's a soft pillow you put behind you so that when you quit, it doesn't hurt. The problem is, if you have something to fall back on, you will fall back. Think about a trapeze artist. There is a massive, comfortable net underneath them. They might try a few swings. But if that net is gone, they are focused. They are present. They are giving 100% of their soul to that bar because there is no other option. Insight. Having a plan B often distracts you from making plan A work. I want to tell you a story about a man named Elias. Elias spent 10 years working a desk job he hated. He wanted to be a woodworker. Every night, he'd go to his garage and build beautiful chairs. His friend said, "Don't quit your job, Elias. You need that salary to fall back on." So, Elias stayed for another 5 years. He never gave the chairs his full attention because he always had the safety of the desk job. It wasn't until the company went bankrupt and he was fired, until his safety net was ripped away, that he finally focused. Within a year, his furniture was in galleries. He didn't succeed because he got lucky. Succeeded because he had nowhere else to go but forward. There's an old puzzle. 9 dots arranged in a square. You're told to connect them all using only 4 straight lines without lifting your pen. Most people try to stay inside the square. Draw lines up and down, left and right. They get frustrated. They fail. The only way to solve the puzzle is to draw the lines outside the boundary of the dots. You have to literally go where there is no path. Life is exactly like those 9 dots. Stay within the box of our education, our family's expectations, and our social circles. We think the solution is inside the box. But the solution, the breakthrough, is always outside. Takeaway: if you do what everyone else does, you'll get what everyone else has. To get something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. You have to be willing to look stupid to the people who are still stuck inside the box. Let's talk about sports for a second. There's a famous baseball player. He holds the record for the most home runs in a season. He's a legend. But do you know what else he holds the record for? Strikeouts. He swung the bat and hit nothing but air more times than almost anyone else in the history of the game. But when he walked up to that plate, he wasn't thinking about the strikeout from 10 minutes ago. He was thinking about the fence. In life, we tend to count our strikeouts. We keep a mental list of every time we were rejected, every time a girl or guy said no, every time a boss passed us over for a promotion. We carry these strikeouts like heavy stones in a backpack. Stop counting the misses. The world only remembers the home runs. Thomas Edison didn't fail 1,000 times to make a light bulb. He found 1,000 ways that didn't work. Each failure was just a data point. It was a signpost saying, "Not this way. Try the next one." If you aren't failing, you aren't trying. If your life is perfectly smooth, it means you're playing at a level that is too easy for you. You're a pro athlete playing against kindergartners. Sure, you're winning, but are you growing? Okay, this is the part that's hard to hear, but it's the most important thing I will say today. Imagine you are at the end of your life. You're lying in a bed, and the room is quiet. Around your bed stand a dozen ghosts. These aren't scary ghosts. They are the ghosts of the ideas you never acted on, the ghosts of the talents you never used, the ghosts of the books you never wrote, and the businesses you never started. They are standing there with sad, angry eyes. They look at you and say, "We came to you. Only you could have given us life, but you were too afraid to take a risk. And now we have to go to the grave with you." How many ghosts are going to be standing around your bed? The pain of failure is temporary. It lasts a day, a week, maybe a year. But the pain of regret, it lasts forever. So regret is a weight that gets heavier the older you get. Fall forward now so you don't have to look back with what-ifs later. Sometimes we think taking risks is selfish. You think, "Oh, I'm just trying to get rich," or "I'm just trying to be famous." But look around you. The world is breaking. There are people in your own neighborhood who are lonely. There are systems that are broken. There's poverty, there is sadness, and there is a desperate need for new ideas. You were given a specific set of gifts. Maybe you're a nurse who has a way of making people feel seen. Maybe you're a coder who can build something that saves time for millions. Maybe you're just someone who knows how to listen. Whatever your treasure is, your time, your talent, or your money, it wasn't given to you just to keep in a bank account. It was given to you to use. When you take a risk, you aren't just doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the people who need your light. If you stay small, you are robbing the world of your contribution. If you're lost right now, that's okay. Most people think success is a straight line, point A to point B, but in reality, it looks like a mess. It looks like a scribble. You might start out studying medicine and realize you hate blood. You might start a car wash and realize you're actually great at marketing. I knew a woman who failed out of law school. She thought her life was over. She was 24, broke, and moved back into her parents' basement. She felt like a total failure. To pass the time, she started drawing characters from her dreams. She felt stupid doing it. She thought I should be looking for a real job. But she kept falling forward. She kept drawing. Today, those characters are on TV screens in every country in the world. Her failure in law school wasn't a dead end. It was a detour that led her to her destiny. Your life will never be a straight path, so stop being upset when there's a curve in the road. So, what are you going to do tomorrow? Are you going to wake up and play it safe again? Are you going to stay inside the 9 dots because you're afraid of what the neighbors will think? Or are you going to realize that failure is just a part of the process? You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. Embrace it. Because on the other side of that embarrassment is the person you were meant to become. Don't just dream big, work big, fail big. And when you trip, don't look back at the ground. Look at where you're going. Fall forward. Because even if you fall, you're still further ahead than you were before you took the step. The world is waiting for you. Get out there and give it everything you've got. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And if you're ready to start falling forward, leave a comment below with one goal you're going to chase this year, no matter the risk.